Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis V. We are continuing on with our stream as the Knights Hospitalier, aka now the Order of Greece. It has been about a week since we last played, and we've got things locked down pretty well, but there are things we need to improve on. Our biggest issue recently has been we don't really have a lot of control. Things are a bit weird. Our capital is way down on the edge of our empire, and I don't think that that's beneficial for us. So now that we've become Greece, I would like to move our capital to Athens. I would also like to move our market center to Athens. And then I think probably destroy our other market. This is something I've learned that you can do in the old market buttons. You can click on this guy, and if I can even remember where to do it, we're going to have to figure out exactly where the button is. But you can actually remove your market, and you can move your market, and both of them are like not cheap. We need prestige for one of them, and then I think we just need a bunch of money to move the other market. Things we have going on: we are still close to being the target of an international organization, which is basically everyone around us. That's fine. We can't really be doing any more expansion at this point. We need to kind of chill out a little bit. We are slowly integrating provinces. We have a couple of rebellions we're really worried about. And the Hamnids currently are very rebellious, which is something we want to consider. We're still missing some beeswax, some wild game, some fruit. I do think once we move around the markets, these problems will also fix themselves out. Same with the Pops needs. The Astoi are a little upsetty spaghetti. And we do have some continuous unprofitable buildings, but that's okay. $92 to appoint a chancellor is so expensive, but we're making $34 a month, which is crazy good. So we're going to want to build up a bit of our RGOs. I might want to also build up our army a little bit more today. I was kind of thinking about adding in a third stack of Crusader Knights to every front line, and then probably just more Hoof Knights. Definitely a supply cart. There are little things that we need that would be good. And I guess we should probably be drilling our army. It only costs about 2 gold a month in upkeep, but it keeps them getting experience constantly. So why don't we do that while we get ourselves sorted out and get ourselves going. We are building a handful of coastal forts to help improve some of our maritime presence, which will also be good for Athens. I am curious about things like, I mean, you're a core city. How do I actually go about changing my market and changing my capital location? This all looked so easy when I was doing it the other day. Cancel all trades. The old roads market. Yeah, see, we're trading for lots of things, but it's right now we're in a really weird spot. It's very difficult for us to get market in any of these other locations because the cultural difference and also the religious difference makes it very hard for us to expand these spots. So these are little bits we want to look at. Other things we want to do is like keep expanding the lumber RGOs. Low key, always a good idea. If it's our lumber, we should expand it. If it's got people ready to work in it, we should expand it. Because every lumber we do makes lumber easier somewhere else. Makes everything easier somewhere else, honestly. There we go. Those coastal forts are also starting to pop in now, which should start giving us more naval control. Maritime presence. There we go. So, am I going to be able to find these buttons today? I swore I found them just the other day. The rise of the Fuggers. A family named Fugger from the merchant patriarch of Augsburg became one of the most powerful groups of European bankers. Oh, okay. Just another bank opened up. And the Lock Canal Pound Lock Canal. This is also going to be extremely useful for us. We can't build them in a lot of spots, but we can build them in some. I guess that's the other thing, is that stone. Now that we're kind of doing some more advanced stuff, all of the stone is also worth upgrading. Which, admittedly, we don't really have that much of. We got a bit of stone down there. And a bit of stone in here. Oh, we have 2 stone locations in here. Okay, so those are doing all right. As we slowly absorb places like Achia, we'll also get more. So, the Curia. I want to say let's do this in Athens right now. But I probably should just do it in Rhodes since it's my capital. We could support the clerical cabinet. Sponsor the noble arts to get a new artist, composer, or writer. That would help us with our prestige. Cheaper forts. Trade maintenance, trade efficiency. Expanding RGOs, minus 33%. If the debate passes, fish gathering and salt fields can employ more laborers and slaves, and prosperity increased. Whew. Clay, sand, salt, medicaments, pearls, fish, and amber. Ah, okay, but not like forestry and stone, which are the 2 things I'm really trying to work on right now. I don't really want an aristocracy. I'm fine with... You know what? I'll take the 20% efficiency right now. We gain free thinkers for 10 years, giving us 15% monthly research process. Our policy of letting philosophers, administrators, and scientists pursue knowledge unfettered by government or religious restriction has led to a burst of activity in the salons and universities of our capital. Dudes, that's fantastic. We do have room for this other governmental reform, but I'm pretty sure we're just waiting on harbor administration here because we're extremely close to getting this. And it's going to be a big buff for us. Game looks really cool when I watch others play, but appears overwhelming to dive into. Did you get used to the million things to click within the UI? The thing is, yes, you do eventually. There is really good automation tools, so you can pretty much automate everything at the start and learn it piecemeal, bit by bit. And I will also say, the Europa channel on YouTube has done a bunch of tutorials on different aspects of the game. Like there's one on diplomacy, one on trading, one on warfare, one on population. And they're all extremely good. They're really useful. They explain everything. It takes a pretty long time to go through them all. Like there's a lot of them, but they do make a pretty big difference in learning how to play. Yeah, highly recommend checking them out. And other than that, you just kind of take it step by step. Bit by bit. Day by day by day. What are all these guys building? You're building a tannery, a local assembly, a burger mansion, a spiritual retreat, and a toll castle. I wouldn't mind like reducing the asteroid tax so they have more money to play with. But also I love the money right now. We're making good bucks. Know what news article I just saw? No. The news has been a lot every day. Given its great influence over the politics of our country, it would be easy to assume that Curia members attended parliamentary sessions with great enthusiasm, eager to do the most they can with the power they've been entrusted with. However, this is far from the case. In any given Curia, there's always some that never show up because they're still enjoying their estates in the countryside or partake in the joys of the capital. Find the worst offenders, or there is nothing we can do. Yush. What's our support right now? 56. I'm going to take that stability hit. Prestige is really expensive. I can embrace the Renaissance. Interesting. Interesting. I think I would like to spend this money on some other things like boats. And if I could actually add in these stacks of Reformed Crusader Knights, I might do that. We'll go maybe here and here. You guys are going to need a order stronghold here as well so that we can recruit regiments. That's only 42 bucks. Let's grab that right away. I'm at max diplomacy. I don't suppose there's military sponsorships. There are so many military sponsorships I can get again. Are any of them actually good? Most of them are things like banks. But yeah. I mean, 0.44 is nothing to laugh at. The Kingdom of Navarre? 0.03? Well, are they? They're having a bad time. 0.38. Brandenburg also has a lot here. This is what I should be doing. It's just like looking on the map to be like, where are the rich countries? Like these guys will give me a full $1 every month. We might as well hit that up and try hitting that up as much as they can. Johns Hopkins started announcing students with family means under 200K will have no tuition. Incoming students with family means over 100K will have living expenses covered as well. Nice. That's good. That's very good news. Education is good for everybody, basically. Doesn't help those with massive debt currently from grad school. Yep. Debt forgiveness is something that we really need to figure out. Hopefully sooner than later. Oh yeah, we should really get a chancellor in here the next time we get money as well. All right, move capital from Rhodes is going to cost me 1,000 gold. But at least I found the button. But at least I found the button. And I think the button to destroy this market has to be in here somewhere. Destroy market. 40 stability and 20 prestige. And to relocate the market is $800. Oh man, we need a lot of money. We gonna need a lot of money. Duly noted. Integration and conversion. The integration is going to help a lot. Conversion actually does cause these rebels to get more upsetty spaghetti. Events, minus 61. Bonfire of the Vanities. A religious preacher in Rhodes whose outdoor sermons about temptations of vanity have led to his supporters collecting and burning all sorts of books and stuff. Stop the man to get devotion or pick up prestige at a small stability hit. We're going to take that one. Boy. Yeah, we're going to have to save up cash. Undergrad only, reinforcing about $2 billion donated by Bloomberg and other alumni as the enabling factors. Good. It's about time some of them trickle down. Economics trickle down. Borrow the Aussie model. Trump will say he came up with it and the Aussies stole it. Hex is the government pays your tuition. You have to repay the loan when you start earning over $60,000 a year. Oh yeah, we have like a similar-ish thing in Canada where you can defer your loans for a long period until you start making enough money. But eventually, I think after like 10 years, they're like, okay, you've deferred long enough. No more deferrals. Can I not build? Oh, I don't have enough money for this. I want to get the last of these troops up so that I can just have them all, this section done for me. Navy maintenance just gives morale. Oh, and also drops maritime costs. Okay. A monastery is in trouble, inhabited by our monks. It's fallen on hard times. We either got to donate our money or lose 10% prosperity in our capital. Donate some money. RGOs all over the place are currently missing employees, which is interesting. And I got like fishing villages losing cash here as well. Probably because we have so much fish. You're missing beeswax and wild game and roads. $40 and $20. I guess the thing is, right? Like I could destroy the roads market, but I feel like we spent so much money making that market. It feels like I'd be a fool to do that. And we have a marketplace here. Operating at 75% due to missing a single 0.1 of beeswax. That's knocking off 25% of my market power there. Blarf. $800 to relocate. Also blarf. All right. I was going to say no more recruiting, but I'm also like, oh, right, supply cart. We'll work on it. Public employees here used to have that where their forgiveness after a certain period. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that should be the case. Is like if you're not making enough to pay it back after the 10 years or whatever, it's just like it just feels like it should be you know, then it's like, well, then that school didn't do anything for you. I missed the beginning. Could you start over? It's all up on the YouTube. Highly recommend checking it out. We've got the first 7 episodes up. Christy, good morning. Wants to do a poll if Agent will choose to do words as soon as I leave your office for food today? Maybe. It's not a bad idea. Now that you mention it. I'll consider doing that. All right, I do still need to keep building up these lumber industries as well. Because again, lumber is just like the most important thing. Oh, lumber over here. I didn't even see you. Military sponsorships. French Comtes. Provence. Provence is big money. Keep an eye on that. You got lumber. These stones are being worked. Oh, I can't just click in like this. Oh, that's handy. Open RGO builder. Ah, so I could say like lumber. I could say lumber. And now it'll show me all of my provinces and how many people are currently working them in the RGOs. So like that's a good one to build. Oh, I also have a little lumber guy up here too. A merchant is shipwrecked. We lose $37. Now here's the thing. Our states have no more money to loan. I think we're okay here because this tick gets us above bankruptcy. So a cool thing I've learned about how the loan system works is the loans actually go specifically to your estates. So people, for example, who have ducats here, this is where you get the loans from. So when you take loans, you're paying it back to your people afterwards, as long as, you know, some bank doesn't come along and buy it out. And ultimately, that ends up being a good thing, because these guys will then go and do things like build buildings. Now, some of these buildings are garbage, but... Lithuania wants me to crusade. I'm going to decline because I can't reach Lithuania. We've been over this. Done that, it's uncanny. Vary up the times you go to find food, and word still happens when I'm gone. I mean, we're always doing things a little bit differently here every day, so I'm not overly surprised by that. $100 to appoint a chancellor now. I want to start looking at some of these reforms. Land rights, fortification limits. So this is decentralizing me, which is not good. I still have only nobility as leaders on. That's a big problem. Progress to naval is good. So far this stuff is okay. Clergy allowed to command, but they're not because we have that noble stuff going on. Most of those are fine. Plutocracy, good. Decentralized, not so good, but monthly prosperity is good, so. Pop promotion speed, debuff. Clergy power, strengthened cardinal-led guilds. Oh yeah, I gave that one to them. Building rights. Common militias, hunting permits to free subjects. No labor on Sunday. Raw market output minus 5%. Well, I don't love that. Maximum RGOs in rural minus 10%. But progress towards free subjects. That one's okay. Pasture access, expand farming cost. That one's also not too bad. I think the big thing we got to get rid of here is only nobility as leaders. It's going to cost me 50 stability for it, though. But the thing is this would allow me to have, like, other people commanding armies as well. +3 sailors, patriotic curriculum, navy morale, or naval damage taken. Let's focus on seamen. I don't think it really matters much. Sabotaging words, predicting overwhelming victory to sabotage. Spies on half pints. I'm just waiting until it gets really, really quiet and all the big word people are gone, and then that's when I pull the trigger. The only way to stop me is to sit here and talk the whole time. Couple nice 63. Ooh, Upper Bavaria with a full $1. All right, I got enough to appoint a chancellor in here. I mean, the problem is that, like, the clerics are where all the strength is in my basically entire faction. This guy's at least young, so he'll survive for a long time. He'll give it a bit of a buff. Getting worried about these zealots. And, yeah, I really think we got to figure out how to move that capital. Entrepose. Market attraction and trade capacity to owner. Well, that seems like a good building. $327. Woof, 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 woof. We've been going down the banking tree. Harbor capacity is good for trade. Dock is good for harbor capacity. Pop promotion speed is really good. Local pop promotion speed. This is also pretty good for us. Support rebels. Infiltrate administration. There's the Hulk. Rag paper counting house. Local crown power 33%. This is interesting. Our crown power is not like particularly great. But that is really useful. Bureaucracy, road building times and centralization, or prosperity and decentralization. This actually seems very, very good for us. I think I'm going to do that, and then the protected harbors. Might as well go down all the way on that tree. And I'd love to just make sure that the balance on this unit is correct. Which it almost definitely is not. There we go. We got our horses on the side. We've got our center. Probably I should put something else in this center right now to help reinforce that group. Something like archers. No, archers are good at flanking. Everybody's good at flanking. Cavalrymen are much better at flanking. So never mind, archers are not that good at flanking. Strength damage done, morale damage taken. I mean, I could just thicken them up with some more Crusader Knights. Here's the thing, I'm not going to war right now, so I really need to chill on... I just wanted to, like, project some strength with my army, was the thought. And I think right now I better put this guy on Rebel Crackdown for a little bit, because these Orthodox Zealots are starting to stress me out, and I'm realizing these Sunni Zealots are also building up quite a bit. And we don't need to deal with both of them, so... Chris getting food, half pint at the gym, haven't seen Dr. Sean. Given the time, Jarrett's probably fallen asleep. Time for giving words. Has the Knights Hospitalier built any hospitals yet? No, absolutely not. I think we are immune to basically every disease, though. So we got that going for us. I could demand some support here, but honestly, I'm kind of like fed up with this Western Schism. The Pope has been an absolute jerk to us the whole time. France has been pretty cool. And part of me has also realized if I take Rome, I think I can form Rome itself. Which do be something to consider. None of y'all got a bunch of money for me? Ferrera does. Ferrera's also probably got good institutions for me. We got to be approaching... Yeah, we're almost into the age of discovery. Ooh, damn. Ooh, damn. All right. Well, it's a good thing we're sitting on a good bit of money right now. Because we gonna need it. Is this where I do... No, I need to go... Lumber... RGOs. These are the best places to expand this RGO. Is everywhere else maxed out on my lumber? No. Absolutely, you are not. You're building one right now, so I don't need to expand you. Everybody else is actually pretty good. We got that stone coming in okay. We got that stone coming in okay. I don't really want to build up any of these RGOs if I don't have to. Let's build up the gold RGO because, you know, it is gold. It does let us mint coins faster. And I'm willing to let this try and build up so that we can do our move capital. So expensive. Maybe I'm better off moving the markets before the capital, actually. 800. And I just need 20 prestige for that. I think maybe that's what I'll do. I'll move the market first. Then I'll destroy the market. And then we can save up for the relocating of the capital city. Because I don't know that having your capital and your market capital in the same spot really matters as much as having the market moved, so. Is that Greece down near Sparta? Your Greece or a different Greece? This is also us. Yeah, this is us. We basically own everything except for a couple of these little baby countries in here that Serbia has a hold of. Oh, Bulgarian peasants. Interesting. You're in a peasant civil war. Hey, Mona. How'd you get in here? Good morning. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that we could be building up as well. All of the RGOs are worth doing. You know, like, these guys need books. These guys need olives. Like, I'm sure there are olive RGOs I could build up. Right? These are the most expensive. The greatest need we have is for olives in Constantinopolis. So why don't we build up the two of those? With sad news, our Grandmaster has died. He died while the army was camped at 50. His harsh bargaining left many mercenary captains destitute throughout our lands. Oh, well, that's a bit rude. This guy is got good leadership and superior tactical knowledge. New Grandmaster. Granddaddy Grandmaster. Heresy. For every nest of heretics we root out and purge, another 2 spring up. That's not good. Okay, it's pretty, like, minimal, though. Oh, my military sponsorships are no longer as everywhere as they were a minute ago. We'll grab what we can. I guess our military itself has gotten pretty big, so. Will I be immersing myself in a toga anytime? A bit of Anno? Not for you just now? Well, we played Anno yesterday. It's good, but I don't know if it is entirely for me. Alliance with Hungary. Did Hungary get bigger? Kastamonu is a vassal. We're gonna have to start absorbing vassals soon, I think. These guys like us, but they are not loyal to us. Liberty desire from events, minus 66. Subject needs 150 opinion to be absorbed. Alright, and our naval commander is dead. I think I want to turn off this automation. This is something that we had turned on previously where we replace generals and admirals, but it's actually kind of dangerous to do that. Now, this guy is good because he is the crown. He is kind of who I want in there, but other things would be like burghers, you know? I want them to be empowered. So letting them lead armies is good. This guy's a noble. Yeah, you're good at privateers as well. Right, but you can't lead. Only nobles can lead right now. Normally having really high crown power is extremely important, but I think because we're a theocracy, it doesn't matter. This is the vibe I'm actually getting right now. Because normally when you look at this, this is a huge list of benefits. And it's funny we haven't really had to worry about it at all. I would suit a toga with a cat on the lap, right? I think it would work. It would definitely be a vibe. Books, beeswax, and wild game. Can I see? Books, beeswax, and wild game. But it's in the Rhodes market, right? So that beeswax is hyper valuable. Wild game, I really just don't have access to. Scriptorums, I do. So we certainly can build more of them. They're missing in every market right now. $39 to build. So these cost masonry, right? And I don't have a lot of masonry going on. I have stone, but stone has to then be worked into masonry. This is what I've been learning about, is like the different things that you can do, such as like subsidizing masonry will make buildings cheaper, for example. Masonry is a produced good. Expand RGO on lumber. On marble, salt. How do we... What is building this is my question. We've just gained another core. Fantastic. Good demand. Transport cost. These are like every location. That's making it basically worldwide. Sorry, can I see... I've lost it now. You are tools. You are masonry. So I could say like masonry buildings. The mason. We either make it out of stone or we make it out of clay. And we don't have a lot of masons. And one of the things we could do is we could do subsidies on masonry buildings to make sure that we are making more masonry. But I think let's just like build some in Athens and in Rhodes. We won't go too wild there. A lot less people willing to give us these now. 0.02, 0.01, 3, 5, 7, and 6. I guess I'll take that 3, 5. These are our homies nearby. And you have finished integrating, which is fantastic. I do wonder about things like creating more control, but I'm also like, at this point, I feel like I should just be integrating. Everything should be integration focused. All of my stone is coming from here, so let's integrate this province. Because again, if you don't have control, you don't get a lot of stuff. You also have 0 tax base. And I believe you get less output on RGOs if your control is also bad. So we let it go. Livy, how we doing? Welcome on in. And Mac, hi. Yesterday all went well, removing a couple of wee lumps. Just a lumpy old dude. Greece is looking glorious. Are we taking Anatolia, Cyprus, and Crete? Yes. I mean, I think we have kind of all of Anatolia that we want, but the rest of Crete and the rest of the islands and stuff here I absolutely do want. Treating the guilds right. It's no secret the guilds grow most when helped by the state. be it through funding, exclusivity, or special privileges. They organize greatly benefit from said state and in turn the economy in favor of the nation. The millers, the miners, the trade guild, or the poetry guild. Prestige and estate satisfaction for the clerics. Our merchants gain 50 trade advantage in roads. Our trade advantage is already pretty good here. 45 iron or 2.5 stability, and the peasants are happy. Or we gain 45 iron in the roads market. Honestly, dude, I think I'm going to take the poetry guild because I want the prestige right now. Is sort of important for us. I just want to make sure. Just found a game I should play on Google Play. Secret Bless Fantasy Buy. Does not sound like my kind of game. I don't know. It doesn't really sound like my type of game all that much, dude. All right, I guess I should probably also... We can walk across. Oh, that's so nice. I'm going to park my army right here because this is almost guaranteed the place where these Sunni zealots are going to spawn. They might spawn in Pergamon, actually. Which is okay if they do, because these cities do not have forts, so they are super fast for us to take. Which I don't mind so much. God, we're in so many markets right now is the problem. Sturdy grains, olive, fruit, and books. Do we have access to sturdy grains in roads? I don't think we do. I feel like we have one sturdy grain. And it's right here, yeah. We're working on it, but... it's a slow and steady situation. My cost of court is like steadily dropping. I'm gonna need to start funding stability once we do things like move the markets and destroy the markets, but... baby steps. What I really need to do is go to war and get some war reparations. That's been the answer to all my problems in the past. Ottomans, Epirus, and Albania. So you're telling me Serbia is not? Because they own some land that I would like. Royal marriage with the Hamadids. That's interesting. Enemies and rivals. Spy networks in Neopatria. They are guaranteeing Naples. Interesting. But Naples is also blocking them from building in their country. And they have an alliance with Halak. Alright, that's not too much of a worry for me. Not everybody agrees with our religious doctrine. Some people are complaining loudly. Boof. Minus 12 stability. Dude, stability is really hard to keep up. It's a problem because it's also screwing with my great power score. Woof, 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 woof. Normal, aggressive, support us, passive, and defensive. Take a passive approach to military, doing low-risk actions like blockading and defending friendly territory. This is cool. I didn't know you could set these. Looking to stop enemies from doing anything in allied lands only. What does normal count as? Balanced approach. Corsica. What is supportive if this is the case? Helping our units. Start sieges and chase units in enemy territories. I'm going to set Corsica to aggressive and these other guys to defensive. Sicily is willing to give me money. That's hilarious. Take Liège. I don't really want to take Sicily because there's a good chance I end up at war with them. I'm also realizing Naples has gobbled up a bunch more of Sicily here too, so. Time to Lyric. Crystal, take it easy, my dude. Reichland, how we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. That Renaissance is getting cheaper to do. What is the Renaissance tech actually look like? We've never had this. Cultural influence. Can invest in culture. Possible government reforms +1. +1 cabinet seats? That is very, very, very good. When we run through our current tech, I'm going to unlock Renaissance. Renaissance? Renaissance? Turkish Patriots, Orthodox Zealots. Takes a lot of time to suppress these rebels. It's problematic because the thing I need to be doing is not suppressing rebels, but instead integrating provinces because it causes these rebellions to be less likely to happen. Which makes my life more complicated. Base value, integrate province, power projection. Guess it is what it is. Man, I didn't realize the Renaissance gives you such good things. Honestly, if that's the case, dude, we could absolutely consider putting in a new reform, because if I'm gonna, like, if I'm waiting for harbor administration and I'm gonna get another reform really soon. It's not a bad idea. Legislative efficiency, parliament base support, and monthly progress to plutocracy. That could be nice. Foreign buildings, diplomatic range, and trade cost. This would also probably be pretty good. Though I feel like we can already do diplomatic range with everybody. And it's only the clerics who are building foreign buildings for us. So I don't know that that's actually worth doing. You know, I'm not sure that any of these are worth doing. Monthly religious influence could get us things like more saints. The only problem is that, like, traditionalist sucks. And I'm pretty sure we are very traditionalist right now. Yeah, it makes embracing institutions really expensive. It does make people happy, though. Yeah, see, innovative gives you max literacy, though, which is, like, one of the best things you can have. National assemblies. I mean, there might be some stuff in Renaissance that also gives us bonuses to these. -1 cabinet seat. Parliament type to assembly. Religion is a folk religion. Cool. Exchange of ideas here is like one of the best things, but you need innovative and humanist to get it. Capital economy. What are we on this right now? We are 70 on traditional economy. We want to start moving towards capital economy. We already have a major reform. Military order. Clergy levy size, fort limit, military sponsorship to block from conversion. Clerics are allowed to command belligerent and monthly progress to offensive. Oh, I didn't realize that these were in here too. Cool. So we could switch from being like an order to being an abbey or a bishop. Monthly research speed. Blocked from conversion. I mean, here's the thing though is currently I'm getting 36 gold for military sponsorships. So I really don't want to not be getting that anytime soon. And I guess we must be aggressive, right? Yeah, we're 20 towards aggressive right now, which I feel like makes sense for us. The plutocratic ethos is the most reasonable thing here, I think, for me to get. If you develop the new world, you can be the first one to discover the rodeo. I mean, that is our plan. We're going to go really heavily into colonization the moment we move into the next age. Which does mean I don't have a lot of time to do Renaissance stuff anymore. Genoted. Very genoted. We're going to have to think about that one. I got some lumber mills coming up too. There we go. This is the thing I like. Oh, right. I can build on my vassals as well. That's a Corsica. So this guy's pretty much ready. This guy is definitely ready for more RGO. As is this guy. I would say you are too. Try not to blow like too much cash on this, but again, forestry just makes everything else cheaper. Same with stone. Which is also likewise getting better. Learning how to really actively use these modes and these windows is, I think, a major play. Selling to roads. Product level is 0. Yeah, so this is the thing, right? Like these two stones over here, because I have no control, they're literally not making me any money. All right, what are you working on? The docks. And the protected harbors. Yeah, I think I probably need to embrace Renaissance. The only thing is it's going to cost me $100. And right now, every dollar saved is a lot. That's like 4 months. But to get a cabinet seat means I could integrate. Yeah, all right, I'm going to do it. We're going to embrace. We all embrace it. And then I'm just going to remove everything from the queue here. And we're going to sow Renaissance into possible government reforms and cabinet seats. Higher level chanceries. 10% crown power. Universities. Oh, yeah. This is definitely... This is all really good stuff. The Renaissance is also not, I just realized, not a huge tree. Stone output. National assemblies. Innovative and free subjects. We do have the bureaucracy policies now. So we're going to take road building time and progress to centralization. $86. There's like so much money down the drain. I mean, it's not really down the drain, so to speak, but when you're trying to move your market capital, it's a lot of cash. I guess that's the problem, right? Dang. Do I want to move the capital so I can get the control, or do I want to move the market so I have a better market? I want to move both. You pump out into here. I wish you pumped out into there. We think it through a little. You guys aren't really giving me much in the way of military sponsorships anymore. Yeah, none of those are worth doing. So... can I buy people's debt? I guess not yet. Offer market access preference. Are you not already in my market? Well, yeah, you're between my two markets. This would give us 30 opinion. So I guess let's just do that. Might move a bit more of them into Rhodes instead of Constantinople, but... dang, it is really hard for me to say which ones of these I want to take. Like, the trade office could potentially be good. There goes my naval guy. But I think the change towards plutocracy is better. Empower the burghers, trade efficiency, cost of court. Aristocracy is giving the nobles a bunch of power. It's also making the cost of court more expensive. And I feel like we are going to become some sort of pseudo trade empire here. I mean, we're in a good position for it, so we'll take it. Traveling minstrels, estate satisfaction or devotion. The nobles and the peasants. Nobles are shockingly really liking us right now. They want to build spiritual retreats. That's not the nobles. Those are the clerics. The nobles want to build fiber crop farms. Well, that'd be nice. The devotion makes everybody happier, though, in the end, so... so we're becoming a more plutocratic theocracy. There's always money in the church. Always good church money. Oh yeah, am I... who died? I thought it said that my navy died. But clearly they did not. The nobles are building clay pits in Constantinople. Yeah, alright. Well, the nobles are actually being pretty cool bros right now. No. Alright, now my naval guy died, who is also my heir. You make a better military leader. Thank. Infantry power 10%, yeah. Reinforcement speed, army movement speed, army recall, naval damage taken. Ship repair speed. I'm gonna give it to this guy. I cannot, right? Right, because we don't have access to letting those happen. Well, you're the new heir, so I guess it's you. Who are you? Are you not the heir anymore? I'm very confused about how this works. Seems to just constantly be changing on me. Beeswax and wild game. Well, we're trying to get that beeswax up. Not a lot of laborers here, I suppose. You guys have a settlement, which is designed to grow population and attract migrants, but you're missing wild games, so... A prospering monastery. Do we get devotion or development and prosperity in roads? We will get development and prosperity in roads. Our income has dropped down to about half right now. Just realized these guys are not drilling anymore either. The rebellions are dropping pretty significantly. They're now down to 0.05, 0.09. The Turkish Patriots are still going strong. And I do think this is going to be a pretty gross rebellion at 100k. But I think we're in a very good spot to deal with it. Make no mistake, we still have a strong army. If I talked to Serbia and I said create Casus Belli, could I do any of these? Serbian is orthodoxy, so I could cleanse the heresy out of Serbia and take these provinces. So let's build a spy network here. Alternatively, like, I'm sure there's some more maps for me to steal. I talked about stealing maps from Mali. So they're outside diplomatic range. So it might have to be like a Morocco we spy on instead. Ooh, man, this antagonism is going to take a while to bring down. Beeswax for 5 buildings. Monasteries all take beeswax. The Fortress Church. So this is what allows me... I know this just like adds fort defense and stuff. Oh yeah, it's like $100, so we'll hold on that one. Okay, move capital is actually reducing in price, which is really nice to see. Castile wants to go on a crusade against Morocco. Interesting. We're weaker than Castile. And Morocco, but Morocco doesn't have any real soldiers. I feel like this is a good way to get money because I could loot Moroccan territories. It's gonna be a while till those Turkish patriots build up. So I think this could be fun. Let's have you pull over to Pergamon. And you guys can go down there. Do I even have enough to... Oh yeah, we can fit the whole army on our boats. Corsica, do you automatically give me food access? No. But you know what? Actually, Castile should probably give me food access and fleet basing rights. Fleet placement rights allow one country's ports to be used by another country's ships, extending the range that they can explore and allowing them to repair. Yeah, I'm way more concerned about food. Damn, you know what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to get a supply cart. Oh, it's like $70. But I'm going to need it. That's like days of food. And I'm really impressed that Morocco managed to get a fleet up there and drop off an army that quickly. Yeah, they're walking around with like 30,000 troops here. Feel like they shouldn't have any trouble winning this war. I think a good crusade, you know, what's good for our souls. Get on there, you. Can we not merge? Okay, drop off these troops. Oh yeah, you merged. Formation. I need to make sure that these guys are in reserve. Because I definitely don't want them taking part in a battle. And then I guess let's just like aim for Gibraltar right now. Scholars as ancient as Aristotle have theorized that there must exist a great continent to the extreme south of the world. Now that traversing the globe has become dramatically more accessible, explorers, cartographers, and scientists are beginning to take an interest in the missing continent once again. They speculate some of the islands thus far discovered in the region may be the terminus of large archipelagos. An expedition to the far south would be expensive, take a great deal of preparation, and test the limits of our seafaring technology. Terra Australis. For 5 research progress, I'm not spending almost $200. Sorry, Australius. Naval attrition. It's fine, just because of the ocean. We can deal with that. You also at war with Aragon? I think you are. Oh, you're also at war with Granada. You know what? Let's drop off here then. Or lacks access. Sorry, am I at war with these guys? Yeah, Morocco, Granada. And then we can just march on in here and siege this bad boy down. And hope we have enough food for it. These are just levies that are wandering around here, so I'm not really worried about them. I guess blockading this port would be a play. How do I see this siege? Oh, here we go. If it is not blockaded, we get a -1. My goal here is basically if I can blockade this, then maybe we have at least a foothold, a place to eat, supplies for the longer sieges. And I mean, if I'm really lucky, maybe I'll get some of Granada in this peace deal. Barbaroy, why are you upsetty? I'm already taxing you as little as I can. Queen Isabella's not going to like this. I mean, we're helping her out. We're being a homie. Let's drop our fort maintenance back down. Our army maintenance we're going to have to keep up, though. I could try taxing some people more, but I don't think that's the way to do things at the moment. How about we hold a Curia? If you select your capital, it will move towards centralization. Expand forest exploitation. Lumber, lumber, lumber can employ more people. Dude, I basically have to take that. That's way too good not to take. Now, we could potentially even get a law change in here. If there's any of this stuff we want to get switched. Your anti-piracy, your expanded levies. Monthly progress to free subjects. Monthly progress to plutocracy here for regulated naval service could be good. Or elite training. I'm trying to basically see, are any of these able to get me a couple of points in naval? The Central Council is giving us aristocracy and centralization. Well, I want centralization. I don't really want aristocracy, but that's definitely the best option here. Civil law gives us centralization. Monastic order is quality, which is good. So administration is good. Socioeconomic. Open borders. Martial society. Belligerent. I feel like that's okay for us. Education for the masses. Traditionalist and spiritualist. Nobles and clergy. And then everybody else gets like 5%. Nobles, clergy, 5%. Nobles, clergy, 5%. I mean, it's all basically the same. It's just one gives us... This one gives us traditionalist, spiritualist. This one gives us traditionalist, spiritualist. What are the differences between these two? 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10. Education of the masses and devout education are literally identical? Yes. This one gives us a little less clergy satisfaction, but it gets rid of the progress towards traditionalism. Oh, this is really bad. Nobility-controlled mining operations. Aristocracy and traditional economy. Expanding raw material time. Yeah, I should give this over to the burghers for sure, the mining law. And for the distribution of power, currently we favor the clergy. Favoring the ruler is normally what you'd want to do, but... Agenda impact for burghers, that's kind of nice. Because it's plutocracy. I'm okay with that one. So the real question, I guess, is there anything in here that I can win points with? Reduced levy obligations for clergy for 5 years would give us an extra 42%. That would do it. So what's the law change we go for then? Fix the mining law? Or the recruitment law? 0.2 for plutocracy. I think the mining law Happy burgers. Cheaper mining. We don't have a lot of mining left to do, but plutocracy and capital economy are definitely really good for us. Let's do that. Ask for a law change on the mining law to switch to burgers. Then we'll reduce levy obligations. That feels good. I'm happy with that. These are good perks. And now I just got to make sure I don't just get caught out by a huge Moroccan army, because currently they're actually doing... Oh, how many wars are you in right now, Castile? Castilian-Portuguese War. You're doing a crusade while Portugal and Aragon and a bunch of German provinces and Sardinia are also warring you. Now, that being said, you've totally trashed Aragon. No, France has totally trashed Aragon. I don't know what's happening anymore. Appease the states or excellent diplomacy. Diplo rep. Estate satisfaction. Appease the estates. And we have a new Grandmaster. Fell down a set of stairs. The classic death of the Grandmaster. Our favorite way for a Grandmaster to die, falling down a flight of stairs. Never seems to get old somehow. Guillaume Guirault. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's working on that siege happily. Sunni Zeal is at 95%. I might need to deal with that. Grandmaster and the Greek people. He's been very well received by Catalan sympathizers, but many Greek locals view the Grandmaster with distrust. These are all Catalan cultures, aren't they? This could be a very good way for us to get in with Spain. Oh no, this would be a very good way to get in with Aragon. Which honestly looks like it's not about to last, so I'm going to appease the Greek people and just take the stab hit. Which I don't love, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's going to cause those rebellions to kick back up. Big time. Okay, so that means you on the Dardanelles have got to switch to cracking down on rebels again. Who is the prominent threat? Sunni Zealots are almost nobody. Turkish Patriots are a lot of people. Orthodox are an insane amount of people. I don't even know if that's moving the needle there. Might not be. You've done 3 artworks this week? You happy? That's very good. That's a nice productive week. I love that. Gain 10 prestige for 73 bucks. This would put us above the 20 prestige mark we need if we want to blow up a market. Now, do we want to destroy the market currently before we move the other market? Probably not. But the thing is that prestige is also giving us market attraction, great power score. Prestige is really hard to keep high. But this is like 6 months, 7 months of cash, which I'm desperate on right now. I'm going to take the devotion. Oh. Take the free options, right? Yes. So what's Aragon's deal right now? Because I know they're fighting a war with Castile, but they're also fighting a war with France. Oh, they're in a French-English war. We won a small battle here. Blowing up a bunch of horsies. Gaining food from Murcia. Interesting. Okay, so I guess we automatically get food here? Via the sea lanes? I would not have thought it. Now, I just saw 12,000 troops heading towards me. How close are they? I can't see in here at all. Which means I don't know if they are coming to attack me at any point. They are. Now here's the good news. They are... mostly levies, I guess. And their morale is really sapped from walking. No, they're gutting us right now. We don't want to fight that. We can just hop right on the boats. That's good to know, that I can just retreat onto my boats like this. What I don't know is if the siege progress is going to persist. %1 war participation. Man, I'd like a lot more than that. That's for sure. I could go sink some boats. That would probably win us some more participation. We're good at doing that. That's like what we do best. I could try to take some of these other things. I'm just realizing, like, that's a fort, that's a fort, that's a fort. His capital is not. So I could just land my army there and take this in a single tick. Ooh, there's his army, though. So maybe why don't we go back to this fort and see if we can try taking it again. Might as well be sneaky about this. We do reset to 42. And I am pretty sure I just saw his army come back through these hills. Lucuria agrees. Oh, man. I was meant to be expanding all my operations while that was happening. Oh, stupid. So easily distracted. Just because, they were extra cheap if I did it here. These are not all my lumbers. Oh, in the Rhodes market, I guess they are. You know what? Also, everybody is waiting on employees right now, so I wasn't going to probably upgrade those anyway. One of those arts are extra spicy. I will take your word for that one. Well, we could upgrade the stone. I do need that stone. Okay, he pulled his 12,000 units back and is actually fighting Castile over here, so we're good to keep this war going. I could maybe just like automate this army and leave them alone, but feels like it's more helpful to be doing something with them. Nobles are building fiber crop farms as well. Now, how much do I need for this Casus Belli? 20? Yeah. We're at 13. Breach. Well, that's big. That's very big. You can actually order an assault. But assaults are also extremely dangerous. Aha, they have returned with 9,000 troops of high morale. And again, will buckle us. Okay, our Grandmaster died again while sailing boats. Guy's leading an army. Who is my new heir? And this is the only guy with a naval bonus, so... Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take their capital. Or, well, not their capital, but I'm going to take this city. And then I'm going to move on their capital. Because why am I worrying about the forts when I can worry about the other things that are nearby that are way easier to take? Then I'll actually get war score. Unless a bunch of Moroccans show up and cause me a bunch of grief, but I'm not sure they're gonna. Looks like they're gonna leave us alone. Okay, we got these diplomats ready. So part of the question becomes like, what do I want to do with them? There's nothing really in the way of military sponsorships to get. I could ask these guys for like I assume because we're at a war, we already have military access. Like, I don't need this while the war is happening. Especially considering it said I was getting food from there already. What about my vassals? One of my issues right now is that I have too many relationships. And I can't integrate vassals in their current state. So why don't we actually say, like, improve opinion of Corsica? And then I could potentially integrate it as a core. These Sunni zealots are going to rise up real soon. Also, as long as this guy is sieging here, I don't know that he'll actually protect this siege. So I might just be able to loop back and take this while he's dealing with that. Because I think we siege faster because we have artillery. And also blockades. Wendy's is an ice cream parlor in Australia. I'm pretty sure there's a joke here that you're missing. Fast food restaurant. Side dishes is a beef and bean chili served in a paper cup. It's pretty good chili, though. You know? Why can't you go through there? You most certainly can. Do you want to have to go back on the boats? We can go back on the boats. Why not? Land ourselves back here, go for this siege again. This guy's actually trying to hire someone for a navy, which is kind of funny. Let the siege continue, I say, as the Sunni zealots get ready to rebel. Ah, they don't have a fort. I'm not worried. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. I can't believe the price of everything. Control is certainly getting better. Integration is the big part of it, but you know, proximity to capital makes a massive difference for control in general, so it should improve everything by about 2 ticks. Oh, is Castile coming over to help us? That would be sick, because then I definitely would not need to lift this siege. They are. Did they take over the siege? That's so rude. I wanted the war score for this. We get power of the fleet for 10 years. Navy morale recovery. All right, well, let's just let this cook for a little bit. -7 to 28. Does the game have an end date, or can you continue after? It ends up somewhere in the 1800s, yeah. Mod from EU into Vicky, so I imagine end date is around or just before the Vicky 3 start date. Yeah. Can you continue after the end date, or does the game stop? The game stops. Now, there might be a mod that allows you to keep going, but I think it stops. Also, I will tell you, if you get to that far, you probably are, like, ready for the next one, right? Possible government reforms +1. This National Assembly is under the Renaissance as well. I still want Harbor Administrator, though. We're so very close to getting that value. Literally 2.77. Rebels! We can call in Hungary. But we're not going to do that. I'm just going to grab, like, the levies from here, I think. That's probably plenty. The Hamamids should also help us. Those are my naval levies. Damn it. That should be plenty. Couple thousand. We'll grab this guy a leader for now as well. Okay. And that's, I guess, basically that war done. I siege that and problem solved. %7 here. That army is probably coming to beat us up, but we have Castile backing us up now too, so... you guys are done, so I'm just going to get you to suppress rebels in... here and here. And they're about to capture the rest of the people there, so... Here we go. You can just annex at no antagonism cost. Win a war, conquer a location. Achievements unlocked. The great Sean Bean said half of everything is luck. True, true. Never did figure out what the other half is. Died before he could say. He does die in every movie, always, constantly. It is sort of his specialty. He's very good at it. Very, very good at dying. Wick Porcolumb. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. A traveling preacher. No. Here's the only problem is, like, I keep killing traveling preachers so that I can keep our religion in check. But it's causing me to become extremely traditionalist. But I don't know. I guess we are also a religious order, so... Yay! Our siege is complete. Did that win us war score? It actually didn't. Probably feels like it should have. Especially considering I had conquered all these cities too. But I guess let's conquer them again. Oh, I guess I have to conquer this if I want to go there. Ooh la la, there's a lot going on. Hey, what do those boats think they're doing? No boats allowed over here. Why do I need to use a fleet to walk one country? Can't say that makes any sense, but okay. Also, did I not just conquer that? I guess they reconquered it again? Seems to be very hard to hold this land. The quality of our troops is impressive. We rule. Gain plus 10 prestige. Oh my god, we almost have enough to move our capital. Holy smokes. 952. We're only like $100 off. It's gonna be a game changer. Do I want to go for this province? That's the next question. So I feel like they're going to win that siege and then come beelining towards me. Peace! Morocco pays war reparations. Humiliate, abandon piracy, dismantle forts. Morocco will give $900 to Castile and their allies. And Sus will be liberated. It does look like we got some of that money. How much of that money, you might ask? I don't know. What was Sus? Oh, this was Sus. like to conquer Sus. I could conquer Sus. Castile has a truce with them, and Morocco has a truce with them, but I don't. I need diplomats right now. I wouldn't mind being a little sussy. Hostile pirates. Disband all levies. Disband all navies. I didn't even know we had a navy raised. And then these guys are going to come wee all the way home. Which is great, because we're going to have some rebellions kick up soon. So I actually don't mind those guys. Let's go back to integrating Dardanelles, I think is what we were in the middle of. Let's see what we can pull off here. Only pure-blood vampires with the air-sized sliders and HWs. No big-eared goblins. Not at all? That actually shocks me. Alright, we need to patrol the seas, the Aegean, but also a bunch of other spots. +1 permanent cabinet seats. So good. A couple small recovery efforts we need to do here. Oh my god, we can move the capital. And we have no current research set up. Power projection, life expectancy. I know the university is really valuable. Because it's max literacy for nobles, burghers, pop promotion, institution growth. Everything about the university is really strong. Investing in culture, having extra artists would also get us prestige. Not a lot, but some. Skill of new artists, cultural tradition. The theater, cultural tradition, and unrest. And the National Assemblies was this really nice bonus down here that I kind of wanted as another reform. So I'm not going to get innovative anytime soon. Under banking, we still also were like, do we want docks? Harbor capacity? Protected harbors? I do think we're going to want both of those, so... All the trade ships are also here. You know what? There's a lot of things we need on that front. Let's move our capital. 10,062. We need a little bit more money. This seems to have gone up in price. We're going to take a nasty stab hit from this. Once we're done recovering, I'm probably going to put this third person on stability bonuses. Little bits at a time. Went from 850 to 960 ducats. Yeah, that's what I thought. It looked like it was about $100. Drop that army maintenance back down as well and get some cash. $10,700. I just had a thought. Oh, there's a Hungarian-Serbian war happening, and obviously we want to join that. If I do that, does that number change? Can I move my country while at war? Maybe. Yeah, I gotta go to war with Serbia. Serbia and Halleck. This is a war that they have started. I want to say, like, I will join this war, but only if you give me my territory down here. But I guess what I could do is, like, say that I want these countries. And then also, I guess, try to figure out what other parts of this is in Greece. That is Macedonian. And Albania, I think, also counts as Greece. That's the land I would want from them. It's only a minus 39. This would be the ideal situation. That's a minus 74. You're going to just go all the way down there. They are going to rudely siege some minor provinces, but they won't be able to keep control of them. So the question I had here was, yeah, so move capital is based off of your expenses. So if you crank your expenses up so you're making no money and wait a month, move capital becomes cheaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mint no money. I'm going to tax nobody. I'm going to lose 45 gold for one turn, for 1 month. Hungary wants food access. You can have it. Naples is also part of this war. Oh, that's annoying because they're going to try to take all this territory from me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you double doggy double dare. Stay out of this. This is my land. Okay, we just took that huge hit. And now move capital costs $800. What a hack. What an absolute super turbo hack that is. That just saved me so much money. We're going to move our capital to Athens. This will only cost me $700. Turn back on all my auto taxes. I probably would like this to be at like 0. Diplomatic spending and stability, I definitely want to drop down as well. Because I just sort of bankrupted myself. Lots of military sponsorships have popped back up as well. Mecklenburg is a bit of money. Sicily, not really. Padua? 54? Serbia was probably giving me a military sponsorship. I'll take that Paduan sponsorship. You guys did not just take over that siege. Did you? Occupied by the Kingdom of Naples. Dude, that sucks. I don't know why they do that. Like, I led that siege and now I have, like, no points in it. And I can't claim this. Can I demand of Naples that they give me that land in this fight? That's trash. That sucks a lot. That does not make my life any easier. Naples might actually get that territory. Grrr. This guy is good at stabilizing, so I'm just going to hire him. Because I'll also probably need him for integration. Naples want foods access. I'm going to decline that because I don't like Naples. They can get lost. Question. I have, under diplomacy, relations, subjects, 150 with Corsica. I can start annexing Corsica. I just need a diplomat to do it. Any idea why the bubonic plague appears in your land more than once every year? It should only appear one time right at the beginning. And then generally it'll just kind of peter out after that. Because if you actually go to your countries, you can determine like your disease. I think it actually only shows when there's a disease in your land, but there is a screen that's like, this is your disease resistance. Here it is, geopolitics disease. So it'll tell you in different countries, like, here you go, diseases, disease resistances in areas. So if you've had the bubonic plague go through, you should build up disease resistance and not be able to basically get it anymore. Oh, thanks, Naples. Thanks for coming in here to steal this this country as well. Oh, actually, that was Croatia. Good to know. Good to know I'm not going to get any participation in this war, am I? 0%. Despite the fact that I'm leading all of these sieges. Cool. 12 stability. Thank you, clerics, for my religious devotion. I am also thinking, like, in Athens, we're going to need certain things pretty soon, like... we have the marketplace. I guess I'm going to want a castle in Athens. It does give a lot of noble power, yes, but it is going to be my capital, so I'm going to want forts. Unbelievable. They literally just swung through there at the last second and took credit for that. And the worst part about this is, like, I can't claim any of this territory now. What are these? Seize lands territories. We need to have at least a 10 in war score in order to demand. Sucks. I'm going home. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go beat up this army if I can. I bet you I'm going to like start this fight and then someone else is going to come in right at the last second, right before I'm about to win it and get all the credit for it. I got it. Though Naples absolutely did try to get in here and do that. Did that give me war score? That actually got me 6% war score. Bruh, maybe I should keep an eye on where that army is going. See if I can't beat them up. Where are they going? Ongost? Where are you going, little army? Come let the Grecians beat you up. How did you do that? How did you disappear and then reappear down here? Ah, you didn't. You just vanished in the fog of war. Hussite fanatics in Attica and Boeotia. We're already maxed out. We do not negotiate with fools. How am I doing now in this war? 6%. All right, still not great. But we can siege down this fort, which does appear to be like the last spot of this, right? Bubonic plague comes 3 times in the game. Every time it's weaker. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Living near the coast increases the chance of plague. Yeah. Naval provinces tend to get all the diseases a lot quicker. You have the bubonic plague appear often. Naples, totally kill stealing, reported. Love to report them for kill stealing. This is outrageous. Outrageous behavior. Those zealots and patriots. Okay. Proximity to capital. Improved? Not really. Maybe it takes a tick. It did take a tick. But I've now lost all my proximity of capital over here. It did not really move across the seas at all. Yeah, I guess our maritime presence still sucks. Maybe I just need more boats. Maybe I need dramatically more boats. Oh, I'm fighting a big army here. Or I should say, I guess Naples is fighting a big army here. And also sieging down this place. So I'm going to go chase this army instead. I'm going to take my army and I'm going to... Why can't I go there? Okay, we'll go there then. Losing a lot of morale just chasing these guys around. That gave us 1 war score. Who are you? The Halleck army. Are you nasty? No, and you're actually coming to fight me here, and I have the advantage. So this is good. This will be good war score for us. Oh yeah, just trouncing them. We are losing soldiers, but like we also make crazy amounts of manpower, so. You cannot move in here. For reasons. Sometimes I really don't understand the way that we move around the map, but. Alright, docks should help us. I definitely want to build one of those in Athens. Also an order headquarters. If in the capital gives max benefits and efficiency of cabinets, we're also going to want a chancery. A pound canal lock. Harbor capacity reduces the going to from sea and land, vice versa, in proximity and trade calculations. Yeah, I know I don't really have the soldiers for that, but it is what it is. I am also going to want a fortress church here. I should be probably saving up some money to try and move that market next. Because I'm realizing like that's where a lot of our cash is tied up. Okay, you're going to go back here and start crushing these guys as well. Someone just asked if I make your art an NFT. Ugh, blarf. Crow official, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. I love crows. I was actually feeding some crows in my backyard this morning. Big crow fan, I am. Let's take that prestige. Again, our prestige is doing pretty well. We can upgrade country rank. I can become a duchy? I didn't realize I wasn't this already. We have to have a population of greater than 200,000. We currently have approximately 2 million. We have to have greater than 25 prestige. This will give us culture capacity, diplomatic range, diplomatic capacity, great power score, mercenary range, can sign guarantees, and can have an additional rival. Costs 142 bucks. I had no idea. If we have 50 prestige, we can become a kingdom, which gives us more artists, diplo, fort limits. I have no idea who I would even want as a rival right now. We already have Ottomans. Bulgaria seems like the obvious choice, but also so does Naples. What campaign number is this? Like in terms of our VODs or in terms of like how many campaigns have we played? This is, I guess, our second campaign in EU4. We did a very short run as Lubeck for like a day. And then we've been doing this one for much longer. How are we doing in this war? 16%. Now I can start asking for territory. We need to have at least 10 war score. We only have 3 versus Serbia. I want this province. It needs to be occupied for it to be part of it. Peace treaty. Ah, okay. I understand how this works. So it's basically saying I can seize these provinces that I have sieged. So for example, if I had gotten this siege and Naples didn't get it, then I could have demanded we have it. But I can't demand it if I don't have the siege. This is feels like a weird way to do this. Take over a market center. Dismantle forests. Liberate. I guess this is just like I might get some money. If I keep getting my war score up, it's possible I might get some other stuff, but I wouldn't like put a lot of money on it right now. How many nations? Yeah, I guess like my second campaign then. Better way of learning videos, EU5 tutorial, learning on the go. I would say that the videos that Europa Universalis has put out on their YouTube channel are extremely good for learning how to play. But I would kind of balance it between like playing it yourself and watching those videos at the same time, because you can kind of only hold so much knowledge in your brain at once. So playing the game and leaving a bunch of stuff on automate that you don't understand until you're sort of ready to do it, and then watching a video like, you know, after a day or two of playing and then going like, oh, okay, now I know how this section works. I'm going to start doing that instead. Take it like bite size. Go to war for the land that we want. I mean, I can't go to war with like Hungary over the land. Oh, these are unpassable Alps. Interesting. And that's also unpassable. I guess I could take this little country. Why not? I'm actually shocked this war is only at 39%, considering like the insane amount of blockades and occupations that are happening right now. Basically, their whole country is, you know, in siege. We're just like roaming around picking off these armies. Honestly, I think I could probably just tell this guy to hunt armies in Serbia, Macedonia, Bosnia, Croatia, and then just let him go nuts. I don't really need to be babysitting that if I don't have to. All right, it's time for my favorite thing, which is looking for lumber mills. You need a lumber mill upgrade. It's kind of it, though. Stone. Notifications, notifications, notifications. RGO builder. Oh, I don't have the money for that yet. Our military is divided. Forts are our strength, or we must always attack. We're going to take offensive because that's kind of what we do. I'm going to upgrade that stone building. Provnik is running out of food. That's fine. That's not really my problem. Oh, they took Slopji back. We maybe occupied a place. Why do I not have an objective anymore? What happened to hunting armies? And Albania. If If you'd be so kind, please stay on that objective. Do I have trade and goods automated? Mostly, yes. Because it does a pretty good job with it. And I don't really need to worry about it that much. I am starting to take a bit more control over it, but only as I learn like bits and pieces. As I get more and more of a grasp. All right, there's our castle coming in. Then we have a dock and a pound lock canal being built. Okay, so there's lots being built there in Athens. I don't need to build anything else for quite a while. And we're just picking up fights. And then I guess when we're not picking up fights, we're just sieging provinces automatically. That's pretty cool. Or are we just doing that because we were standing there? We might have just been doing that because we were standing there. %. Yeah, Naples has more than us, but like you would think that they would give me these compared to Naples. You'd think it. We'll keep taking our points where we can. Oh, the heir to Greece has died. Which also I think means my army does not have a commander. Thankfully, this guy is ready to go. Serbian armies are moving into Greece, trying to kill me. We completely wipe them out. Oh, this is also kind of nice now. Our guys are just sitting here, so we'll actually get some reinforcements as well. Build our army back up. Room for more here. Again, I still want this harbor administration. So I think the next goal is move the market. 800 gold. I hate how expensive that is. There's our protected harbor building, which I am also going to be building here in Athens. $87. Harbor capacity +1. We might as well get it going right away. And then in terms of tech, the first Carrack was the first European vessel that could sail on the high seas of the Atlantic. Could carry provisions for long voyages. The bark was our small ship originally used for trade. Light ship, heavy ship. So we're going to be entering the Age of Discovery really, really soon. 7 years. So I was thinking we get early Carracks so that we could go into the Atlantic with them. I don't know if we need them or not, but like it feels like a good idea. Oh, this is a special building we have for diplomatic capacity +1. Because we're Knights Hospitalier. Ship repair at C and diplomatic capacity. I mean, let's get that. Because currently we are over diplo capacity somewhere here. Oh, no. We were. But, oh, our ruler's diplomatic ability is giving us a bunch of diplo. That's why. Can I, with my 1 diplomat... Kotor and Bar have gone to Naples. Dubrovnik, all this stuff has gone to Hungary. Serbia is paying them war reparations. They're dismantling forts, and they're paying $68. So they're not doing anything with these 2 Serbian projects. So Naples gets these 2 places, and I don't get these 2. That is the last time I help anybody. Why can't I annex Corsica? Do you wish to annex Corsica? They will no longer be another nation on the map, but ruled by our local governors who will keep the population in check. It'll take until October, 5 years, to fully annex. They will get a resist annexation Casus Belli. We will lose 0.1 monthly diplomats, which is like all of our diplomats. But I also don't need to keep improving opinion of them, though. This is great. So this will get us a chord base as well. Just in time for the Age of Exploration as well. In Athens, monthly literacy, progress towards innovation, research progress, clerics and peasants get pop satisfaction. I mean, all that's pretty good for us. I'll take religious education. Why not? There's a difference between communalism and individualism. Communalism makes pops migrate less, but creates better estate satisfaction. Individualism makes more people want to migrate to us, but makes everybody less happy. Currently, we're pretty communal. There was one other law we were thinking about changing, which was the recruitment law towards naval service. More burghers, more plutocracy. Or we were thinking about changing that to elite, so we'd get less manpower, but more discipline and quality. Which I think we're actually doing pretty good on quality right now, right? Yeah, quality is for sure our thing. Yeah, all right, let's fix that one then. So that was expanded levies. No, why is that not an option? Oh, is in the Age of Revolutions. Age 6. Oh, well, we're definitely not in that. So it's like, do we want free subject or plutocracy then? I mean, I do want plutocracy. We are moving towards plutocracy. We are also moving towards free subjects, which I think is nice, though there's arguments to be made for both sides there. Trade efficiency versus... Yeah, we lose some discipline for our armies, but with the money we make, we could have a much bigger army. It's a pretty minor change, but... Then we'll hit that as well. Your armies are in exile, my lord. Let's bring those boys home. And let's see if we can't fix our cash. We're no longer at war, so drop that maintenance and that maintenance. Lose 5 prestige or lose 25% efficiency. Let's lose 5 prestige. Feel like that's a bit of a no-brainer. I think I saw you had only the Constantinople market automated, not all markets. No, Rhodes is automated here as well. Yeah. Yep. They're all automated. We're going to get rid of Constantinople's market soon. I just need to move the Athenian, the Rhodes market to Athens, which is going to be so much better. Absenteeism. How much support do I have in the Curia? 59. I'll take that money. The old money for stability. Oh, God. Those Turkish patriots are going to pop up there of all places. That one's not so bad, but I don't want them popping up here. I'm actually, like, quite happy for these rebels to spawn just so I can get rid of them and move on. Oh, what are you guys building? A toll castle. Possible nobles. All right. Smallpox in Athens. Now, it might be an idea. No, you should stay there because those rebels are going to spawn any second. Like in 2 months, those rebels will spawn. Got to change the Paradox Plaza bio. Stellaris CK, Hoy, Vicky, EU. Stellaris CK, Hoy, V3, EU. Still planning to make moves on Sus to get out of the Atlantic? Yeah, I was thinking about it. The problem is I don't really have a lot of diplomats right now with the whole annexation going on. And I'm more concerned about getting the market right now. You're right. It would be a really good landing point, though. We'll spend a bit more on diplomacy so we can get that spy going. Good. So our stone locations are now cored, I think. Terrible proximity. We're going to have to start building some roads up through here pretty soon too, but... Oh! Didn't think about that. These guys are being backed by the Ottomans. I don't get to automatically attack this army as it leaves? We're going to have to suppress some of these rebels. You know what? We're almost done integrating Anatolia. The nice thing is that it doesn't seem like they have decided to come in here as a problem. Oh, the Astoy. What are you doing to me? 200 gold? They want to build burger mansions. I just can't afford it right now. I want to make the smart choice. Whoa. Rising inflation. You guys detach a siege and come down here. Cut that inflation down. And we'll work out the rest of this. In 4, you had a person that went and worked on things. You could get more, but in general, you'd have to send them away to work on things. In 5, you have to spend money to do actions, more of a cost, right? Yeah. Burger mansions, hamburger mansions, right? They sound so good. Kilo, how we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you know what's hard and hairy on the outside? Sweet, sticky, and white on the inside. Starts with a C, ends with a T, and contains an N and a U. I mean, it sounds like a coconut to me. Would I be incorrect in that assumption? Dudes, get the hell back here. Stop running. Let me kill your army. Goddamn rebels. Chasing me. Make me chase them halfway across the map. You got it? I didn't have a doubt. I didn't doubt it for a second. Dude, my ears cannot stay alive. I guess mostly because they are extremely old people. We're always like, let's have the 64-year-old man lead the army. Early Carricks. Excuse me? How are you allowed to do that? I have this territory occupied. I have this territory under siege, and the Ottomans just absorb them instantly? That doesn't seem correct in any way, shape, or form. Very upsetty about that. Very, very upsetty spaghetti. That's outrageous. Diplomatic takeover? I mean, they shouldn't be able to... literally just formed as a nation. I mean, this was like when these guys in Bulgaria defected, but they defected with me as their, like, subject leader. I understand, like, having to win the fight for it, but just being able to just take them? Now I have to go back to war with Beylik of the Ottomans. And I really don't want to do that because they are actually kind of strong. Cotton province, cotton province. God damn it, dude. That's so stupid. That was my fort. Like, I literally kept that fort alive here so that I wouldn't have to siege that back over again. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Should not be possible for rebels at war. Yeah. Was it manpower and army tradition because we have too many cowards? Okay, good news. We're done this annexation. So let's crack down on rebels before they crack down on us. The number of Orthodox zealots has dropped pretty dramatically. Salvation. Because your initiative, morale damage, strength damage, done. I guess I was thinking about just putting like regular guns in the middle if I have cavalry on both sides. We better let them train. Ah, good. My diplomats are up. So let's build that sussy spy market. Aragonese nobles. So I guess this is what happened when the French went to war with Aragon. You know what I don't understand is, like, what did Castile get from that war with Morocco other than sus getting broken free? It doesn't look like they even took this tiny bit of land there. Music slaps, Paradox so good, right? Twitch was given a list of demands by Emeru, and they said yes to all of them, including donating 100k to a violence prevention charity. I mean, that's good. They ought to have, because she probably would have had a pretty nasty lawsuit on her hand when it's like 5 security guards failed to stop a guy going straight for her, and her own bodyguard had to do it. And then they all got caught, like, mocking her afterwards. Like, that was a pretty big L. Pretty big L there for them, so... Ritualist goblin vampires with wings and primal wolf orcs? Nice. Nice. Any idea for the next campaign? How far are you trying to go in the current one? Well, we're only in the Age of Renaissance right now, so the goal for this one was originally take over Jerusalem, but we ended up going for take over Greece, and then I want to do the New World. I want to lead a Christian crusade on the New World. For the next campaign, I have no idea. No clue. I've been trying out a couple different areas and thinking of some spots. There are a bunch of like a Prussian Space Marines is a real, like, classically very fun campaign to do. Uniting Ireland can be a very fun one as well. I'm not sure. There is, like, the North Sea Empire is a formable you can make. I'll probably look at some of the unique formables and decide on something like that. Epirus. Question. You do not belong to anybody. That's good. So Epirus and the Ottomans are in a coalition against me. Minus 10 prestige or plus 5 antagonism. I will take plus 5 antagonism. Thank you very much. We are coring up lots of spots, which is fantastic. Yeah, like if I could take the rest of Epirus over and then go to war with the Ottomans, I may take Bursa. Just as, like, screw you guys. I guess probably I would just maybe complete these provinces that we have. Maybe I wouldn't take Bursa. I like the idea that their capital is right next to my territory, because it does mean that, like, if I decide to attack, they are right there. And we are training up. A miracle. We can either get this guy or take 7 stability. I'm going to take 7 stability. We end up with a few extra Sunni pops, but that's okay. It's no major. No big deal. Control map mode look like from Athens? It's not as good as I was hoping, but it is okay. What's shocking is, like, Rhodes still has extremely high control down here. But no, it's going to go down to 44. So building some roads up through here will make a lot of difference. Building a lot of ships. Right now, it's just annoyingly, I'm saving up 800 so we can move the market. Which I don't know if this is even the right idea. But I want to move the Rhodes market up to Athens and then destroy the Constantinople market. I think it'll push Napoli out of here. It'll also push Dubrovnik out. Pest will probably take control of all of this territory. And Trebizond might take control of more of the Ottomans. But it should centralize our market around our actual country, which I feel like is just the stronger choice. And I also then feel like the things that the pops need in both markets are kind of like opposite of each other. So I'm hoping that it's just enough to work it out. He's building counting houses. Fortunate peasant. This peasant has managed to amass significant fortune that rivals the most successful Astoi. Send him a congratulations. Get more plutocracy. The Astoi get a ton of money. Or the peasants gain a bunch of money and we gain stability. Oh no, let's go to plutocracy. Give them a bunch of cash. They're going to build a burger mansion probably with that. We are a fair bit weaker than Naples. Yeah, see, they have a standing army of 3,200. And a lot more troops. And a much bigger navy. I'm spending a lot of time jerking around on some of this stuff. We did hit 80 great power, though. We were like 250 when we started today, so... honestly, that's pretty good. And as we core up all of this, it's also going to make our life a lot easier. I guess becoming a duchy was a pretty big move. The old Duchy of Greece. What is this? Bod. Baronitsa. These guys took a bunch of Candia. You're in an alliance with Argos. Military access, supporting an heir, a royal marriage with Finale. And you were in a war with Sicily. Are you telling me that you don't have an overlord? And you own all these Naxos islands as well? Well, not Naxos, but you own these Mykonos? This spy network has more than enough in it right now. So we can start getting that cast a spell eye. The peasants are getting uppity. Serfdom. Free subjects. Free subjects. Extremely close to moving the market. Didn't go for Smyrnia. I'm going to have to look up where that is. Smyrna? Oh, was our capital? I thought about it. I just felt like Athens weirdly made more sense for me. Smyrna definitely would have, but I don't know. We're Greece. I felt like Athens had to be Greece. Can I go to the Vatican and be the Pope, unite the whole world under Catholicism, and then denounce the religion and watch the world burn? You could, yeah. That's absolutely an option you can do. Heard somewhere that more smaller markets is often better than one large market. I think it's more about centralizing our markets is the problem. Because, like, this market down here is just, like, not good territory, and I can't expand across the sea because these are, like, hostile nations. So we're going to try it. It might blow everything up on us. I am going to need prestige. So, relocate this market to Athens. Here's the other thing is Athens is also just a straight up better harbor. And there's some really good buildings in here to help this. I do want to build the entrepot for that market attraction and trade capacity. The market warehouse needs to get built here. Big time. But we have all the, like, dry docks and stuff in the meantime. So how did that do for our market? Yeah, see, like, that makes a lot more sense to us. I don't hate Constantinopolis market being near as long as I have all this territory in the Athenian market. Yeah, we absolutely pushed them out, which is great. Do I have my guy here? I do. Create a religious war, casus belli on Sussy. Now, I am probably going to have to, like, create a vassal state there. +1 diplo capacity. Okay. Current research. The chancery is good. National Assembly's also pretty good. Crown power generally pretty strong. Though not so much with us. Knights of the Nobility. Oh, Rights of the Nobility. Crown blocked from cabinet. Oof. I'll say, I think I'm just going to get the university right now. 5% army morale for flesh is weak. We can get that because we're a theocracy. Settled country. Oh yeah, I was going to get handguns as well. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that stuff. Because we went military here. I could get tolerance. It's maybe not a bad idea, but... Trying to maximize market access with one large market becomes difficult. Yeah. Every time you have an election, you have to save and reload because it changes your diplo in some strange way, and then the reload sets it to what it's supposed to be. Oh, weird. I mean, there are certainly some strange bugs in the game. I've encountered a few as we've gone on, but not too many. How did bro become Greece? We just conquered her way up the shoreline and then across the islands. Is the basics of it. Just wandered around and beat everybody up. So yeah, I think I will focus on... I think the market warehouse is what we need here first. $152. Yeah, we're okay. We're making good money again. I am short on fruit. Well, at least we make fruit. Right? We have a couple fruit making operations here. 99 for 2 buildings. You're maxed out. Okay. We've integrated the Dardanelles. Very, very nice. Southern Epirus, Central Macedonia. Where are, like, the more important RGOs here? Fruit beeswax is also over here. Ooh. So my livestock is up there. You know what? It's all important. Losing this stuff is very frustrating, but... I guess let's go Epirus, because then at least we have access to the Gulf over here in Corfu. Beeswax is used for monasteries. Seems to be their sort of like main location. So I think for literacy, a lot of the time. This guy's building a castle in this country? What an absolute goblin. I hate these Ottomans. I hate them. Angry, angry, angry. I'm never going to get this naval reform, am I? Starting to feel like it. Plus 10 prestige. Plus 10 prestige means I can now collapse this market. Is this what I want? Is this what I want? What I really, really want? I kind of feel like it is. It's very, very foolish. But I also love the idea. I think our market is pretty strong, so it'll push up and at least gobble. It should gobble like the center of this market. The wings, which aren't our countries anyway, will be left out. I think it's also just a flex. See if my income goes up or down. Well, we're at 33.84. Crash. Let's crash that. Let's crash that. I closed the wrong market. That's not what you want to do. Is the combat mechanics in this game kind of like CK3? Yes. Yeah. It's very, very similar, Ressi. You didn't see anything, Chad. Nothing happened there. That was just a total... That crash just happened in game. Yeah, the idea is like you have your different troops like you do in CK, and then you have like different frontages. So you have your center, your two flanks, and depending on like whether you're fighting on open plains or in mountains, your frontage is like bigger or smaller. You roll dice, you get advantages if you like defend in the mountains, disadvantages if you cross a river. Very, very similar to CK. It doesn't have the focus on things like knights, which are really, really important in Crusader Kings, who sort of become like god characters in their own right. How far did that set me back? Not that far. Universities and what did I say? Handguns? Yeah, he's still building that castle, so I'm still signing up for that religious war. I think I started building some fruit markets, was the only thing that really changed here. So I can't seem to find. We'll say Paris is the Pope for now. We built those two up. Right, and our integration finished up there. So you are going to go on integrating over here. And here's the only problem is I have to hope that we get that roll on prestige again. Can't believe I closed the wrong market. What a dumb move. Save up for that market warehouse, yeah. Lose Navy tradition. 30%. Or 7 stability. I'm gonna let them complain. Sorry, nobles. The nobles have kind of been homies. Like they're making sand pits over here. Oh no, that's not us. They just want to build total castles. Never mind. I'm not too worried about it. Combat from Crusader Kings. Econ market and pops from Vicky. Yeah. Wish I had more character roleplay potential. I don't mind that it doesn't. Like Crusader Kings is the role-playing game. This is the really in-depth sandbox strategy game. They're allowed to have their specialties. Get that market warehouse going. We've moved up to 78 here as well, which is nice. And I think we can also stop cracking down for a little bit. So I'm stabilizing the country. Settle tribesmen. I really think integration is still like the thing that matters most. Because it's what determines our control, right? Basically, as long as a place is not integrated, we can't have control of it. Yeah, those Orthodox Zealots are like chilling out a little bit. We'll have to keep converting more of them soon, but... Oh, nice. Also, we mostly have this place integrated. Cabinet member gets attacked by a wild animal. Lose 100 gold. God damn it. You're 35. You're probably as young as it's going to get. Okay, my religious war is queued up to 70% right now. The old sussy boys are over here. The peace deals they had with Castile and Morocco are done. So we're going to need to move over there pretty soon. We've almost annexed Corsica as well. What do I want to do with this diplomat? Oh, I wanted to form a spy network here on these guys. How long is this going to take? Monthly progress of 4. Less than a year. Does this country... They're Catholic. I don't even know if I can create a casus belli against them. I can't. All I can do is show superiority. That would also bring in Argos. Oh, that'd be nice. And Salona, which owns Malta. We could also take Malta in this war. That would be really nice. That would be really, really nice. I could get a Senate casus belli. You're right. When is the next Senate coming up, though? Parliament? Curia was called 4 years ago. Oh, there's going to be a Curia in 3 months. Okay, let's do that. But I tell you what, why don't we do that in the next video? Because that's all the time we have for this one. So we'll see you back here next time.